You picked up your phone this morning before you were fully awake, before you spoke to anyone, before you had a single conscious thought about the day ahead. Your hand moved on its own. The screen lit up, and you were inside it before you decided to be. This is not a habit. This is not laziness. This is one of the most sophisticated psychological traps ever accidentally built, and the people who built it did not fully understand what they had created until it was already inside a billion people's pockets. Here is what is actually happening inside your brain every time you pick up your phone. Your brain runs on a chemical called dopamine. You have been told dopamine is the pleasure chemical. That is not quite right. Dopamine is not released when you feel pleasure. It is released in anticipation of pleasure. It is the chemical of wanting, not of having. And that distinction is the entire reason you cannot put your phone down. B.F. Skinner, one of the most influential psychologists of the 20th century, discovered in the 1950s that the most addictive reward pattern is not one where a reward comes every time, or even most of the time. The most addictive pattern is one where the reward comes sometimes, randomly, unpredictably. When you cannot predict the reward, your brain stays in a permanent state of alert anticipation. The dopamine never fully settles because there is always the possibility that the next pull of the lever will be the one that pays out. Your phone is a slot machine. Every swipe down to refresh is a pull of the lever. Every time you open Instagram or YouTube or your messages, you are pulling a lever that sometimes gives you something interesting and sometimes gives you nothing. And your brain responds exactly the way Skinner's rats did. It keeps pulling, because stopping means potentially missing the reward that was about to come. This is why you check your phone immediately after putting it down. This is why you open an app, find nothing new, close it, and open a different app 2 minutes later. This is why you unlock your phone without even knowing why you did it. The variable reward schedule has trained your dopamine system to treat your phone as a permanent potential reward source and to keep returning to it regardless of what it actually delivers. But the phone companies did not stop there. Social media platforms specifically are designed around a second psychological mechanism called social validation feedback loops. Every like, every comment, every follower notification triggers the same neural pathway as social acceptance. And social acceptance is not a trivial thing to your brain. For most of human history, being accepted by your social group was a survival requirement. Exile from the tribe meant death. So your brain evolved to treat social validation as a biological need, as urgent as hunger or thirst. When someone likes your post, your amygdala fires. A small flood of dopamine and serotonin follows. You feel briefly better, and then it fades. And because it fades, you check again to see if there is more. This is the same neurological cycle as every other compulsive behavior your brain produces. The reward is real. It is just too small and too temporary to satisfy. The infinite scroll was not designed to give you good content. It was designed to remove the natural stopping point that every other medium has. A newspaper ends. A television show ends. A book ends. An infinite scroll never ends. There is always one more thing just below where you are. And your brain, which was built to keep searching for resources in an environment where resources were finite, does not have a built-in signal to stop when the resource is infinite. Sean Parker, one of Facebook's founding presidents, said in 2017 that the platform was built to consume as much of your time and conscious attention as possible. The question the designers asked themselves, he said, was how do we give you a little dopamine hit every once in a while because someone liked or commented on a photo or a post? He described it as a social validation feedback loop exactly as addictive as gambling. And he said they built it that way knowingly. You are not weak for finding your phone hard to put down. You are a human brain running 300,000-year-old hardware being targeted by technology that was specifically engineered by teams of psychologists and engineers working full-time to make it as difficult to resist as possible. The asymmetry between what they know about your brain and what you know about what they are doing is almost total. So what do you actually do? The first thing is removing friction from good behavior and adding friction to compulsive behavior. Your phone is too easy to access. That is not an accident. Put it in another room when you sleep. Delete the apps you check most compulsively and access them through a browser instead. That single extra step, opening a browser, typing the address, is enough friction to interrupt the automatic reach without requiring willpower. The second thing is replacing variable rewards with fixed ones. The reason the variable reward schedule is so powerful is that it hijacks the anticipation system. You can partially counter this by scheduling specific times to check your phone rather than responding to every impulse. When checking becomes predictable, the anticipation spike drops. Your brain stops treating the phone as a permanent potential reward source because it knows when the next check is coming. The third thing is understanding what you are actually looking for when you reach for your phone. In most cases, it is not information. It is relief from discomfort, boredom, anxiety, loneliness, the mild unease of an unoccupied moment. Your brain has learned that the phone reliably produces a stimulus that temporarily displaces those feelings. Knowing this does not immediately solve the behavior, but it changes the relationship to it. Instead of reaching automatically, you can ask, what am I actually feeling right now? That question alone inserts enough conscious space to make a different choice. You built a habit that a billion-dollar industry spent years perfecting. Breaking it will not happen in a weekend. But understanding exactly how it works is the first and most important step, because you cannot fight a mechanism you cannot see. And now you can see it.